So, normally I don't care what people clip. I've always been very open about that. And that I know that most of these are fan accounts, which, and I don't mind if fans make some money off my clips. It doesn't bother me a bit. They've all respected the fact that the TikTok stuff is premium. They all respect that, which I very much appreciate. But this one time, we're going to make an exception. For the last series, the 4 TikTok invasions that we've done, exposing all of these leftists dancing gleefully, essentially, about what happened to Charlie Kirk, and pulling that out of them. All the Clips channel have full permission for those last 4 invasions to use all of the content on and put it out there everywhere. My full permission, put it out there. As far as I'm concerned, it's a public service to do so.
So do I think that anyone deserves to lose their life at 31 years old? No, I don't. However, I shed no tear and I have no sympathy because this is the same man who said, if we have to suffer a few pew unalivenments every year to uphold the Second Amendment to defend our other God-given rights, that is a prudent deal. It is necessary.
Can I respond?
Did he think that he would be one of those prudent unalignments? No. But I would think for his own cause, Charlie Kirk is happy.
What?
I would think that Charlie Kirk is proud to be a martyr for his own cause.
Can I ask you a question? Are you
Sure.
are you pro-Palestinian?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what views the Palestinians hold that Charlie Kirk didn't? They're anti-LGBTQ. They're very pro-traditionalist. They very much are ethnocentric and very racist. Can you tell me? Can you hang on? Let me finish the question.
Okay.
Can you tell me what view it is that Kirk actually held that you're against that the Palestinians don't hold?
First off, I did not say that I align with Palestine.
Yes, you literally just said you support Palestine. You literally just said you did. Literally.
Hold on. You're getting very passionate.
Well, just don't lie to me. You literally just said you support Palestine.
Wait, can we pause for 2 seconds?
I didn't
Is
say that at
anyone
all.
else on the panel on the left side by chance? I'm just wondering because I want to make sure there's a few different
No,
people in here.
I just want to say one thing. It's sad what happened to him, but I feel like we live in a world where, people's opinions, sometimes people get in their feelings about people's opinions. But
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, do I feel bad for he died? Yes, I don't think nobody should die for how they feel. I mean, I feel for his wife, I feel for his kids, but some of the things that
But you think he was a
said,
bad person, right?
no, I don't think he's a bad person.
But you disagreed with his political views?
I mean, some things I agreed, some things I don't. Like when he said that some men, they don't grow up with fathers in their life. I agree with that because, some people don't have their dad in their life. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
some
But
men
hang on.
need to-
Can I just finish my exchange with the gal real quick?
No, you can.
Okay. Thank you. I
Can
really
you-
appreciate
can
it.
you-
So
can
I
you-
just want to know. I just want to
Can
know.
you not call me a gal?
I can't see your name, so I didn't know how else to reference you.
Lady is just fine.
Okay, lady. So the thing is, lady, is like,
That's new
can you
booty hole
just,
lady.
yeah, can you just tell me, lady, what is the actual difference in opinion that you didn't like Kirk for that you do like the Palestinians for?
I never said that I align with Palestine's
You said you
views.
support them.
You
I
literally
said
said
I
that.
Definitely did.
I support their right to exist.
Well, okay, but I don't
now,
understand.
now, and
But you're not
there
condemning them.
there is a clear difference. You asked me, do I support Palestine?
Uh-huh.
Do I support Palestine over Benjamin Netanyahu's bullshit? Absolutely.
But Benjamin
I do.
Netanyahu more aligns with, or at least Israel more aligns with your viewpoint of pro-LGBTQ,
All right,
pro-trans,
so
pro
here's the
everything.
question. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Since you want to bring up Israel, Israel is our ally, correct?
Of the United States, yes.
So when has Israel ever put boots on the ground for the United States of
Never.
America?
I mean, I didn't say that.
So
wait.
is that an ally?
I don't think. Listen. I'm giving you the government. The government considers Israel an ally. Me personally, I don't consider Zionism an ally to the United States at all.
Yes, it's called the Sam Nunn Amendment. It was signed into law in 1987. It allows Israel and the IDF to work directly with our DoD.
Yeah, so they're considered an ally. So I'm just trying to be honest and answer your question, but don't ascribe that position to me that the state considers them an ally, because it does. But that aside, I'm not pro-Zionist. Hang on, I'm not pro-Zionist at all. But you're pro-Palestine, and these people hold the same views as Kirk.
I am pro-Palestine existing.
Why though? If it's the case that they,
I am pro their existence. That does not mean that I align with them.
Okay, so you're pro LG. Are you pro?
Not what I am saying at all.
So I don't understand. Do you think that something should be done about their oppression of LGBTQ people?
Absolutely. I believe that they have room.
Should we use force?
No.
Well, okay, so what should we do? What should the pro LGBTQ Israelis do?
Why is that our business?
Well, it's your business because you said you're pro Palestine.
I'm pro them existing.
Yeah, but why would you want them to exist if you hate everything they represent?
Hold on. Let me be clear.
Okay, be clear.
I live in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And this is a hot take for some reason. America needs to mind its own business and fix its own problems.
Okay, well,
and stop worrying about the rest of the world.
Let me try it this way.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead. That's fair.
I am pro-Palestine because Palestine deserves to exist. How they deal with their own issues has nothing to do with me.
Okay, well then, lady, let me ask you this question, lady. Do you think that the world is a better place without Charlie Kirk and his evil rhetoric in it?
That's a double-edged sword, and I will tell you why.
Can you just answer the question, yes or no?
I'm about to.
Yes or no, and then the qualifier.
I'm going to say that his rhetoric and his demographic that he reaches is dangerous. But however, he did not deserve.
You're not answering the question. Is the world a better place without Charlie Kirk's rhetoric in it? Yes or no?
Honestly, yes.
Okay, well then why wouldn't the world be a better place without Palestinian rhetoric in it if they hold the same views?
Because you're talking about a government.
Oh, no, it's not just. I'm talking about the people. This is the people overwhelmingly support these same views. Overwhelmingly, only 5% of the entirety of Palestine supports LGBTQ. 5%.
And here's the thing.
There's more conservatives who do. So how could it be logically the case that you think the world's a better place without Charlie Kirk and his rhetoric in it, but you think it's a better place with Palestinians and their rhetoric in it? Yes, you did say that. You said that.
That's not what I'm.
It is what you said. You said yes. Honestly, Andrew, you said yes.
That's not what I'm refuting.
Okay.
That is not what I'm refuting.
Uh-huh.
So hold on.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying is that though I don't agree with Charlie Kirk's views, he has a right to exist.
Yeah, but you said the world's a better place without him in it.
The rhetoric. He deserved a right to exist.
But you said the world would be a better place without Charlie Kirk and his rhetoric in it. That's what you just said.
Sorry.
Yep.
So if that's the case, how do you reconcile that with the position that you see the same rhetoric coming out of Palestine?
Because just like I just said, Charlie Kirk deserved a right to exist, like Palestine deserves a right to exist.
But why? But if the world's a better place without him, why do you want him to exist?
Because here's the thing. Though I disagree with you, though I disagree with Charlie Kirk, though I disagree with some of the rhetoric of Palestine, they deserve to exist.
But I thought you just got done saying the world's a better place if they don't exist.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, you stop. You said that the world's a better place without him and his rhetoric.
You gave me an A or B answer.
That's
and I
right.
answered A or B.
Yeah, and you said that it's better. Why do you want people around who make the world a worse place?
He's trying to give you the opportunity to be logically consistent.
Can I just say something? Charlie Kirk
being
was
consistent.
considered
I'm being very
moderate
consistent.
and very milquetoast by conservative, right-wing standards. He was kind of a milquetoast, kind of moderate version. So if you think the world is better off without him, then you're really saying that the whole political side of the right.
We'd be better off. Yep, we'd be better off without all of them. Yep.
Exactly.
Also, do you realize that most people who have Charlie Kirk's viewpoint...
That's the logical conclusion.
That's the logical conclusion. Yeah, you want all right-wing rhetoric to stop.
That's not true at all. Because here's how I am on a debate. When I ask a person a question, I ask them to answer A or B. So when you ask me an A or B question, do I think the world is better without that rhetoric? Absolutely.
No, you said without the man and the rhetoric. You said yes.
That was the question.
I understand that, but you did say yes, and the reason you said yes is because you think it would.
So you handing me a loaded question, I'm going to answer it. However, I also said he deserves to exist.
That wasn't a loaded question. Just, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, how's that loaded?
Just, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
What about his rhetoric?
Crucible about to wreck this fucking idiot too.
To exist? I'm just curious.
I'm sure she can't accurately quote almost anything he said. How much you want
I already did.
I'd like to address the original thing she said, which is the pew pew argument. So there's 43,273 motor vehicle deaths in 2023 data. So do you think we should get rid of cars?
Are you saying that I'm insinuating that we should get rid of pew pews?
No. I'm just saying, like, do you think we should get rid of cars because there's 43,273 deaths a year?
No, I don't think we should get rid of cars. I don't
Why?
think we
Why
should
not? Why not?
I don't think we should get rid of pew pews. So off of that.
Well, that's what Charlie's point was, is that there's a greater cost to getting rid of the Second Amendment.
And absolutely, like I said earlier, Charlie Kirk.
You think he would be happy?
Charlie Kirk would be proud and satisfied by being a martyr for his cause.
That is the most. That is
all I said.
That is so. That, by the way, that is super ridiculous.
His wife, right?
How
his youngest child will have
first off, we're not talking about his wife. We are not talking about his children, and I am probably the only person.
I guarantee you, any father would rather be there for his wife and children than be a martyr. His youngest child will have no. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Let me be very clear.
Let me.
You know, it's
actually
a soldier pointed this out to me. He said, "Andrew, you know the thing is you never want to get the Medal of Honor." Because usually you died, right? It's the same thing as being a martyr. You don't want to be a martyr because usually that means you died. That actually resonated with me a bit. It's like, yeah, you get the award, but you really weren't looking for that award.
Can relate to his wife. I'm saying, I'm not talking about his wife. I am not talking about his children. And to your point, Elia, or Alia, that, yes, he would rather be a father. Absolutely. But however, I don't have sympathy or empathy for him because of the things that came out of his mouth.
What things that came out of his mouth do you have a problem with?
Again,
I wasn't here for that. I'm not trying to be disingenuous.
Absolutely. So he said, if we have to suffer pew pew.
You hear this guy? Yes. I'm sorry that I'm still patriotic. I still support our military. You're never going to get that out of me. You're just never going to get that out of me. I do. Very, very supportive. Always have been.
We're asking you what you
what's your
didn't
problem
like.
with his statement?
We're asking you what you didn't like about what he said, and then you're telling us something you agree with.
Why are you saying that you don't like that part?
Did anything that I said that I had a problem with his statement?
Then why are you mentioning it?
You said his rhetoric is bad, and then we ask you what about his rhetoric is bad, and you tell us something that you like. That makes no
hold on. Let
sense.
her finish. Let her finish.
Okay, so him saying if he got on a plane and he saw a black pilot, he would question his qualifications.
I'd like to make a claim.
That is problematic.
I'd like to make a claim.
Because you are automatically disqualifying a human being.
But you're misunderstanding his intent.
Hang on. Who's the dude dressed up like a ninja, by the way? Come on, he got a sound off, dude. Why are you dressed up like a ninja?
With a pink notepad.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on with the ninja thing? Come on, speak up, bro.
Scorpion, get over there.
Scorpion wins. Okay, that was funny. That was funny.
That took me back. I love that.
I do some nefarious things for activism.
What do you do for activism?
To make sure that I'm not identified.
Yeah, that's fair. But what do you?
I muted your mic.
We're so terrified.
What do you do for activism, bro?
Rather not say that on the internet.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you're just LARPing then.
Well, what is your idea of activism?
Fighting for rights.
For who?
Making sure that people's voices aren't shut down. Making sure that families aren't destroyed.
But
what are you
talking about, bro?
If ICE wants to, target people, then
you're an Antifa. You're an Antifa lunatic, bro. Are you an Antifa lunatic?
Wait.
I'm anti-fascist. Yes, I'm anti-fascist.
Okay, was Charlie Kirk? Hang on, real quick. Was it Charlie Kirk a fascist?
No. However, he did identify himself as a white Christian nationalist.
Yeah, but that's not fascism.
Nationalism isn't inherently bad.
Yeah, can you tell me how you define fascism?
Brazil is very nationalist.
You said what?
How do you define fascism?
Fascism is a far-right ideology based on nationalism, militarism, authoritarianism, and one of the main core values is silencing political opposition.
So does Joe Biden fall under that category of fascism?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, but I feel like he hit every criteria you had. Militaristic, authoritarian. You agree that
just like Trump is also.
Okay, but hang on, that's fine. If you want to be consistent, though, you would have to apply all those to Biden and Trump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So was Biden was Biden a fascist then?
He had some tenets of fascism. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Okay, what were the tenets of Biden's fascism?
One, politically silencing opposition.
Yep.
Militarism, authoritarianism.
Mm-hmm. So where were you? Where were you during his administration combating him?
I was out there.
Where?
Can I ask a question?
Where was any Antifa combating Joe Biden for his fascism? No. Hang on. Before you get into it, look. I just want to answer this question. Where was Antifa combating Joe Biden, the guy you just said was fascistic? Where were they?
So also, real quick, do you think that Antifa is a T organization?
Do I think they're a what?
A T organization.
What does that mean?
Terrorist.
You mean
say that word because
you mean
I'm not trying to.
Oh yeah, I understand. That's fair.
Maybe.
Yes, I do think that they're a domestic tea organization for sure.
So you understand that they have not actually been identified as that, right? The Department
Not
of
yet.
Homeland Security.
No,
says
they
that
have. Wait. Yes, cells
They
of
haven't?
Antifa have. Yes, but Antifa itself operates in a way where they're
Also,
like,
the whole thing
hang
about
on,
Antifa
bro.
being an
Can I
organization
respond?
is false.
Can I respond
It's
to
an
you?
ideology.
Can I respond? Yes, I agree. It's an ideology. We're not even on
So it's
we're
not
not
an
even on
organization.
a different page. No, it is an organization too. It's an organization and an ideology. It can be both and, not one or the other. You agree with
Okay.
that, right?
No, there are some cities where it's like, for example, Rose City Antifa.
Yeah.
Well, yes, they identify as Antifa.
So they're an
However,
organization, right?
There's also plenty of other movements, such as one, the Brown Berets, two, the Black Panthers, all of which have anti-fascist ideology, but aren't Antifa.
Yes, I agree.
Antifa is just short for anti-fascist.
Yeah, I understand, but Antifa itself does operate under the guise of organization. They even utilize NGOs for that organization. You're not going to deny that that's true, right? Like, for instance, the recent California riots, there were NGOs which were funding the placement of people to move into California in order to conduct those riots. You agree that that's true. You're not even going to deny that, are you?
Where's the stats on that?
Well, actually, I was live with many of the organizers. We went into their meetings, and they said to fully expect that Antifa would be there, and they were allies of the organizers. Or were they lying?
Again, I wasn't in your live, so I can't say.
No. This was the live organization of the people who were organizing their Day of Rage, King's Day. No, King's Day. They were organizing it, and
You mean 50-51 or Indivisible?
No, neither. Actually,
because those are the two main organizers of that event, of that nationwide event.
No. That event was organized by NGOs, hundreds of them. Would you like me to read them off to you? It was non-government organizations which funded those, and I've read them off many, many times on stream. So my question to you is very simple, right? If you're really, truly an anti-fascist and you see the authoritarian tendencies of guys like Joe Biden shutting down political opposition, this type of thing, where was Antifa for any of that? Where were your people? Where were they?
Again, they're not my people, but I was out there.
Where?
I was saying
where?
That, hey,
where were you
fascism.
ever? Where?
I want to ask.
Hang on. Let him answer. Where? Where were you?
I was in the streets. I was talking
Where? What
to
streets?
Other organizations. I was talking to other militias.
Where?
Saying, hey. Where? I'm not going to
None
tell
of you
exactly
people
where.
ever organized under Biden. You're lying through your teeth. Where was the major protests that you saw Antifa in under Biden? Name one.
Again, I don't do protests.
Oh, you do political activism. You do political activism on the back end with
I don't think that.
Give me a break.
I don't think that I don't do protests because police are there. Why are you asking for police permission to protest? That's not a protest, that's a parade. Number two, holding a sign does fuck all. Does nothing.
Can I ask you something?
Wait. So hang on. So what do you propose? What do you propose instead of signs?
Well, it's the whole thing with the Second Amendment is to make sure that, if our government begins becoming tyrannical, that we can overthrow said government.
Oh, so you believe in the Second Amendment?
Yes.
Even though it was put down by a bunch of authoritarian fascists?
No. The whole thing of to make sure that, fascism doesn't further advance.
You think our founders don't fit your definition of fascism? They were authoritarian, highly militaristic. They had very minor suffrage. They didn't extend universal suffrage. Weren't they fascist?
Again, I'd have to educate myself on such.
You're not educated on how our founders ran the nation, bro?
Not at least.
What
not
the
right now.
fuck is wrong with you? The worst Antifa member I've ever engaged with. You're terrible at this.
You're not seriously rethinking your ideology.
Okay, real quick.
Bro, how do you not know what our founders thought and you're anti-fascist and you're going out and talking about the Constitution? You don't know what they thought about anything?
Andrew, hold on. So what kind of nefarious acts were you talking about earlier? Like,
why am I going to tell you what potential acts that could potentially be legal or not legal?
That's fair. Hang on, that's fair. Ask him in a way where he can answer.
It's like ChatGPT.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord, bro.
Ask him in a
Like,
way
I
you can't
just-
answer. You're smart. I can tell you're smart. Ask him in a way you can answer.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm also a fan of you, so thank you. Okay.
big fan of Andrew.
What kind? Okay, listen. Why would you even come up here in the first place then if you won't tell us anything?
I got it.
Because I was
Pretend
invited
he's
by
your
the host.
boyfriend and he cheated on you and he's not going to come clean. He's not going to come clean. That's the way. I'm telling you, that's the way. Do it that way. You got this. You got this, girl. You got it.
I don't have a boyfriend. I have a wife.
That he wasn't talking to you. He wasn't talking to you.
No, I wasn't talking to you, doofus. I was talking to the very respectful woman who's in the chat who was discussing this with you. Just pretend he's your boyfriend. You have proof he cheated, and you know he's going to evade. That's the way to do it.
Andrew, I want to ask a question. So when the unaliver engraved "O Bella Ciao, O Bella Ciao," right? Isn't this kind of exclusively Antifa? I'm just asking the guy here.
I mean, anti-fascist. That song is an anti-fascist song. That song was for
This guy's fucking smart, bro.
It's
Watch
an
this.
Italian.
Yes.
Chant,
Watch
right?
this.
Okay, so what's
Watch
your
this.
position on the unaliver's affiliations? Do you
Oh
believe
no, I
that
can
he
see
was
what's
affiliated with
happening here.
Antifa?
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. Also, with all those other things, the "Hey Fascist Catch" and then the "Helldivers Bomb," the "You're Reading This, You're Gay," the OWO thing, all of which is
Spit
that
take.
screams 4chan. Which,
Jeebus.
if you know anything about 4chan,
Hey, wrong pipe.
It is mainly consistent of actual, extreme far right people.
I hate to break it to you, but you're low-key giving 4chan coming up here in your ninja suit, writing on a notepad, and giving vague answers
Yes, because
about
I'm-
the alleged nefarious
Yeah, he did go straight for the
acts
throat.
that you're doing, but won't
Right.
tell us what you're
I have
doing?
one more question. What is the ideal
Kill
vision
shot.
for America for Antifa? Like,
Kill
what do you guys
shot.
want it to
Here we
look
go.
like?
I mean, I'm an anarcho-communist.
Oh,
so,
Lord.
Anarcho-communism.
Explain what
how
that
do you
is.
think communism would work?
Explain what. No, let him talk. Like, explain what.
So,
what is
anarcho-communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society, meaning that you would still have personal property, but all private property would belong to that of the community.
Okay,
Okay,
hang on. That's totally fair. I just have a quick follow-up. I always ask anarcho-communists the same question. I'm hoping that you can answer. So I have a descriptor for reality called force doctrine. Have you ever heard of force doctrine?
I have not.
The idea for force doctrine is a descriptor. I won't get too deep into the descriptor because it doesn't really matter. But I will ask you this specific question. Inside of your governmentless society, there's still going to be criminality. You agree that that's true, right?
Yeah.
How can you deal with criminality absent a government?
Well, the community would deal with them as a whole.
That sounds like a
Now,
government.
whatever the community.
That sounds like a
awful,
government.
like
that sounds like a
government.
government, bro.
No,
That's
because there
also
wouldn't be
extremely
a head
problematic.
of such.
How would you
There would be
determine
no
his
head
guilt? How would you determine his guilt or innocence?
by whether or not it benefits or impacts negatively about the community.
So then the
What?
community, you would have a core key position of the community who would come together and would make a judgment as to his
No, it'd
guilt
be the
or
entire
innocence?
community, not just core people.
Well,
So the
but the
entire
community, and what if the
community would come
community
after
was a
them.
million people? You would have to allocate that
Mhm.
division of
No.
people towards
Because,
passing judgment,
again,
right?
You could all ask every single one of them.
You're going to ask a million people as to the guilt
How
or
do you-
innocence of
How
a
do you know
person?
if everybody tells you the truth as well?
Yeah, how do you? Well, I'm just asking, how do you ensure a fair trial?
Again, the community-based.
The
Now,
community.
there's
How do you
evidence-
ensure a
Community
fair
tribes.
and impartial
Go back to
trial?
tribal.
And how do you ensure a fair and impartial trial inside your governmentless society?
There wouldn't be trials.
You
It
do
would
There's
be-
not
realize-
trials.
Hold on. Because you can't, if somebody accuses something, then there's
Sounds like
clearly
a
evidence.
hellhole.
Somebody accuses somebody of crime, and then there's no trial. What happens to that person?
Excommunicated.
Okay, you do
Well, wait.
realize
That
that's
hang
what
on.
they
Who
would
makes
do
the
during
decision
Salem
that he
witch
gets
trials.
excommunicated?
Again, the community.
So to get
Okay.
this, so let me make sure I got this right. You would determine that he had a fair and impartial trial based on how would no government, no regulation ensure a fair and
Also,
impartial trial?
Hold on one sec.
Help me out
There
here.
would be no rules.
What?
I was talking
Man,
to
I'm doing the Charlie.
I just
Clark,
want you to answer this question. How do you ensure? Hang on, shut up, dude. How do you ensure a fair and impartial trial?
Yo, that boy got
How
no
do you
scope.
ensure a
That boy
fair
got
and
no
impartial
scope.
trial? Shut up,
I
dude.
can't understand the
Shut up, bro.
saying.
Shut the fuck up. How do you ensure a fair and impartial trial?
Again, it would be a community decision. Now, I'm not.
Could the community decide not to give a fair and impartial trial?
Yes, if they want to.
So and do you think that everybody should have a fair and impartial trial?
Depends.
Oh,
It depends on what?
Whether they agree
On
with
what
you
was
or
done.
not.
What?
On what was done.
Well, how would you know what was done if they didn't have a fair and impartial trial?
Again, if there's evidence.
Would you
Yeah,
say the
but
same
you would
thing
need a
if you
fair
were
and
on
impartial trial to introduce evidence, right?
Okay.
No, you should just go brush your teeth, take your mask off, tell your mom you love her.
Yeah,
and
and
go
give
to
her
bed.
a hug and go to bed, bro. This was real bad for you.
Bro, this is my house.
Yeah, no, bro.
What was even terrible
come on.
was you
Yes,
comparing
it's
the
mine.
founding fathers to calling the founding fathers fascist. That was
He
that
was
was
using
terrible.
his own logic against
Yeah,
it.
that's it. I
Okay,
wasn't calling
hey,
our
let's
founders
take one
fascist. The
second.
opposite.
He was using his definition of fascism against
Yes,
our
I was
founding
using
fathers.
his definition of fascist, which would have to apply to our founders, doofus. Do you understand that?
His definition of fascism was just a general definition of fascism.
And how would that not apply to our founders, bro? Can you explain
Yes,
it?
Why would it
qualifiers.
apply to our founders?
Okay, name a
Because
quality
all of the
that he gave for
qualifiers.
fascism that wouldn't apply to our founders. I'll sit here and smoke while you tell me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when America was founded, fascism as a term wasn't even coined.
So
until,
what?
What do you mean? So what?
Yeah,
That's
that
like
has nothing-
trying to call
Irrelevant
Julius
to the
Caesar.
argument.
So wait a second. So until
Oh, yeah,
the
so let's just call
so
Julius
until
Caesar a
so until
communist
the
then.
event.
Like what?
So wait a second. Until
It was a terrible
if
argument,
that's
bro.
if that's the case, then shouldn't you only define fascism within its historic sense?
What do you mean?
If it's the case that you say that if you give a general terminology of what fascism is and our founders fall into it, they couldn't have been fascist by whatever that definition is because historically fascism hadn't happened yet, then shouldn't we only use the historic reference for fascism when we call people fascists?
No, you should actually know that the people and be able to prove that the people were fascists. So, what about the founding fathers founding this country was fascist?
By his definition or mine?
He used the general definition for
Give
fascism.
me the general definition and we'll go over them one at a time.
There's like 10 tenets. You're claiming that the
Give me
founding
any of
fathers
the
were
tenets that
fascist
you
and
want.
You don't know any of the tenets?
Give me
a cult leader.
Well, hang on. First of
You can
all,
pick one.
tenets by who?
Cult
Are you
leader.
talking about Giovanni Gentile?
The tenets that most people agree
By who?
by the people that agree.
But
on
who
what
are
fascism-
they? What are their names?
Mussolini. What do you mean?
Mussolini didn't give 10 tenets of fascism, dolt.
No. The people.
You don't know. You don't have any fucking
no.
idea.
What
Who?
do you mean?
Who gave us the tenets of fascism? Do you even
Dude,
know?
What do you mean?
Who gave us the tenets of fascism, dolt?
Tell us.
It's a pretty simple
Who?
question.
Tell us.
He's asking for the
Who?
name.
No, I'm asking you. Who gave us the
wait.
tenets of fascism?
You're asking me.
correct
Yes, the
answer-
guy who
wait,
just
wait,
said
wait,
we
wait,
have
wait,
them.
Wait,
What?
dude, you're doing mental gymnastics.
Dude,
If you
just
know the
tell me
tenets
who
of-
gave me the
if- no,
tenets.
If you know the tenets of fascism, tell us how the founding
Bro,
fathers
you're
of
the
fascism-
one
you
who
don't have to
brought
do
up the
this, like,
tenets.
beating around the bush.
You're the one who brought up the tenets. Who gave us the
Yeah,
tenets?
that's how we qualify people who are
How do we
fascists.
qualify them? You don't
Why-
even
why is your
know
brain
who they
moving at
were.
0.5
You
speed,
don't
bro?
even know who gave
Bro,
it to
your
us.
brain is moving
I'll
at
tell you what.
0.5.
I'll wait.
I
Who
said
gave
a
us the
cult
tenets
leader.
of fascism? I'll wait.
You said give you one. I said cult leader. Why do you keep trying to beat
Bro,
around the
I'm
bush?
asking
Tell us
you
how the
who gave us.
Bro,
What?
You're trying to call
Do you
the founding
understand-
fathers fascists.
Do you
and fascism
understand why I'm
wasn't even
asking
a
you this
concept
question?
When the founding
Yeah.
fathers founded the country? You know how you
Okay,
sound?
I'll just let
It's
you go
terrible
ahead,
argument.
and then when you're done, I'll explain why you're stupid. Go ahead.
Now you want to move the goalposts and talk about who founded, who came up with the tenets.
You brought
Tell us
up
how
the tenets.
founding fathers were fascists. You can't.
Okay, so let's stop,
He didn't-
and I'll go
Andrew
ahead.
didn't make
I'll
the
go
point.
ahead and refute all of this. One,
Go ahead.
the reason you don't know who gave us the tenets of fascism because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's one. Two,
Right.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
utilizing the
yeah.
logic of the person I was discussing this with to express to him that by his logic, our founders would fall under the same tenets and they would have to be considered fascists. Do you understand this now?
What tenets?
The 10 tenets by Giovanni Gentile.
Okay, so why are you acting like nobody knows who the tenets is and the tenets that I'm
Okay,
talking
then just
about
go
is
ahead
somehow
and tell me
different than the
back
ones you're
who
talking about?
came
You're
up with
being
the tenets of
disingenuous. This is
fascism.
an icky
Who
argument.
who came up with
This is
it?
a
I
terrible
literally just told you who came up with it. Tell me who came up with it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Everybody has read the tenets.
I've told you 3 times. I've told you 3 fucking times. You still don't know. 3 times. Say it with me. Giovanni Gentile.
Okay. So now that you've said that, now explain to us
can you
how
tell me? Can you repeat the name?
Were fascist.
Can you repeat the name Giovanni Gentile?
No, bro. Like, do you?
Bro,
can you?
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Are we talking about Giovanni Gentile's tenets of fascism?
Yes.
Okay. Except, did Giovanni Gentile actually come up with fascism?
Oh man, you're you're like a troll slash. You try to be.
Oh, that's the funniest shit I've ever.
Like you try to score points here and there. You're punching way up. You're punching way up.
Yeah, go Google it, bitch. What a
listen. The tenets of fascism. Tenets of fascism isn't something that's like
the tenets of fascism. The tenets of fascism. The tenets of fascism.
But let's get back to how the founding fathers of fascism. You keep trying to run away from that argument. You said the founding fathers were fascists, and then you tried to score a point with Giovanni Gentile, a European I could care less about.
Mm-hmm.
The point I care about is that you are misattributing characteristics to the founding fathers. That's such an idiotic statement. The founding fathers were fascists.
Okay.
Dumb as that.
Let me.
Now refute.
Yeah. Okay.
That
I'll go ahead and
since
refute
you're
it.
Mr. Smart guy
Okay.
and
Sure.
I'm punching above my
Yes, you
my
are.
weight.
You are. But I'll go ahead and refute it.
Yeah.
I don't. Andrew Wilson doesn't think the founders were fascist. The stupid Antifa fascist thinks that they were fascist by the stop. By the criteria that he gave for what fascism was, dummy. No, stupid.
Oh, okay.
He said that. He said.
How many times I got to say this shit, you stupid fuck? Just sit there. Just sit there and drool. By the way, you know what? Give me an apology. Give me an apology. Give me an apology, stupid. Give me an apology.
That's what I thought.
You thought what? All you're doing is agreeing with my position, dummy.
Yeah.
All you're doing is agreeing with my position, you stupid fuck.
Andrew,
shut your ass up.
I'm happy to have you up here and debate, and just be respectful so I don't get my
Was
live
it?
banned. Okay.
That's fair.
Andrew's a clown.
That's fair.
Yeah,
But hang on. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything against the TOS. By the way, I wouldn't do that.
Oh my gosh.
But the thing is like. What's really funny, what's hilarious here is I was arguing against the fact that they were fascist and demonstrating that by this guy's logic they would have to be. Do you understand now or not?
Yeah. What do you mean? You said Antifa wasn't protesting during Joe Biden's,
they weren't.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
Where?
Literally, white supremacists had a meeting in the state.
Can you
park,
show me
and Antifa
where?
was there
That's not protesting Joe Biden, you stupid fuck. Tell me where they were.
Joe Biden, somebody dying
exactly.
of
Exactly.
cancer.
So you just lied again.
Joe Biden was leading.
So
the
they didn't. So they didn't
cancer.
protest Joe Biden, right?
Why would they?
So they didn't.
So
they didn't protest him.
Is he a fascist?
Under this guy's definition, yes, and he agreed.
Do you even know how Antifa started?
And he agreed. This guy agreed.
Where did Antifa start? Since you
tell me.
I didn't say that Joe Biden was fascist.
Tell me.
I said that they
Cure
were
my ignorance.
Hold on, TX. Hold on.
Cure my ignorance. Tell me where it stopped.
And you know everything. Where did Antifa start?
I'm willing to cede this point. Tell me where it started.
What do you mean they weren't started? What are you talking about?
I said, tell me where they were started. I see the point.
Yeah. Rose City.
Okay.
Antifa started. Their quote, their slogan is "We go where they go." They follow white supremacist, schmatzy sympathizers to all punk concerts, so they could interrupt their recruiting processes. Okay. This is what Antifa was started on. They would go beat the crap out of schmatzis in America.
Gotcha.
So Antifa is more than just anti-fascist. They're also anti-racism. But they call themselves Antifa. They're decentralized. So they're not centralized.
Do you understand? Do you understand though that the gentleman in the stupid ski mask, he gave me a definition of what he considered fascism to be, and under his definition, Joe Biden would have fallen under it, and he agreed he would have fallen under it. Hang on, stop, bro, stop. Hang on, let me finish. I was critiquing his, so I'm critiquing his logic. Just say that you didn't know that. Just say, I didn't know that, Andrew. I'm stupid. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Dude, we all
exactly
heard you
what
say
happened.
Antifa should have been protesting Biden.
Jesus
and Antifa,
Christ, you are the slowest.
You got to be the dumbest person I've talked to tonight, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
really?
impressive because I've been.
Well, you
I've been
didn't talk to
watching.
yourself today.
Dude, we spoke to a lady tonight who literally sounded like she was mentally
You had no idea. I mean, you're talking about Antifa. You don't even know anything about Antifa.
Whose definition was I using?
You have
The
ATF.
guy
Could you
who
give us your definition
the guy who
again,
claims
TX?
to be Antifa.
Since the whole
The person's
premise of his
definition.
argument is that your definition.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Go ahead, TX.
Yeah, so go ahead, TX. Give us
Repeat
your
yourself for the
definition of
umpteenth time.
fascism again.
Fucking idiot.
The definition that I gave was the textbook definition.
Okay,
so,
give it to
like,
us
this dude
again.
is making shit
Give it
up,
to us again.
As I thought.
Give it to us again.
A far-right ideology based on nationalism, militarism. I don't know the exact definition.
I thought it was. Hang on. I thought it was a textbook definition, and now you don't know the definition.
It's literally the same definition. You act like it's the fucking periodic. The fucking periodic table. This dude is a dummy. He's acting like the tenets of fascism are like the periodic table or something so
You're not
hard
a
to
dummy.
fucking
You're a
memorize.
dummy, bro. I'm gonna take over now, and I'm
Pardon?
gonna continue to make fun of you.
What an idiot. You're just an ankle biter, dog. Like, relax.
Dude, you're stupid.
You're an ankle
There's
biter, bro.
literally
You
no
have
ankle
nothing
biting
substantial
whatsoever.
to add to the conversation. You're just here to
I didn't need to, bro. He was
just
dog
booty
walking.
clapping for Andrew, and he's gone
No, he
now.
was
So
dog
stand on your
walking.
own